Hello everyone, a very logical day to all of you, and welcome to the second episode of the book review session that we have just started. And I hope you have gone through the first one. And yes, we learned one small thing there, that even if you have not started reading books yet, kindly do that because there is no cutting corners to it. And the best way how to start reading books is to start with something that is interesting to you. So whether you are interested in a 1 minute manager or you are interested in a few fairy tales, do read it. Read short stories written by Henry or by Edgar Allan Poe. You can read anything that you like, any genre that you like. But let's see what we have here today and who is with us today. So here we have Avni. So let's clap for her also. Good, Avni, that you have come here. So tell me one thing about how you started reading and since when you have been reading.
As far as I remember, I've been reading since I was born. We can say that because I was always interested in reading literally anything. Take it from pamphlets to books, and my parents have always been supportive. Especially my mother, she used to get me small little books, and also my cousins. So yeah, I've been
Good.
reading since I was born.
Okay, then which book are we discussing today? And
So today we are discussing A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson.
come again.
A Good Girl's Guide to Murder
Oh,
by
okay,
Holly
A
Jackson.
Good Girl's Guide to Murder. See,
Yeah.
what was so interesting in this book, and how did you pick up this book?
So it was like I've always been interested in murder and mysteries.
So, do you really, by any way, want to become a criminal lawyer?
Yeah.
See, that's the point.
So whenever I searched any murder mystery book, so the series somehow or the other popped. So I was like, okay, let's give it a chance. And one of my friend also read it once, so I was like, okay, let's do this.
Okay. And in how many days did you complete this book, as regarding that it's a murder mystery also?
So I completed in around 3 to 4 days because
3 to 4 days. One book. Tell me one thing, Avni. You say 3 to 4 days in you consume reading books. But I think you're still in school.
yeah,
You have your subject studies also.
yes,
Listen to that carefully. Subject studies.
yes,
Okay. Then CLAT preparation studies.
definitely.
How do you find time out to read a book in 3 to 4 days only?
So I read this quote once and it always stuck with me that take a book to bed, they don't snore. And it's like that has become a habit that if I don't read a book while I sleep, then I won't get a good sleep. So I always read at
So you
least.
always take a book to bed.
Yeah, I always take a book to bed.
Okay, and then how many pages do you read before going to sleep?
It's always like just a chapter more, but then it becomes sometimes a whole book. I pull night outers, or it's sometimes 1 or 2 chapters and then I sleep. So depends.
Depends on the book.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember by any way the first book that you had read?
The first book that I read was Heidi. I don't remember the author, but it was the book.
Nice. ठीक है. Can you give me a brief about this story?
So the story is actually about a girl who disappeared or was murdered around 5 years ago from when the story starts. And then this girl, Pip, whose full name is Pippa Fitz Amobi, she tries to dig whatever happened at that time because she was not sure that whoever was termed the killer in the book was actually the killer. So she tries to dig it deep, and finally what was found out by the experienced and the learned people as police and detectives, it was all wrong, and a teenage girl actually found out who the killer was. So it is about all of it, and it's like she was an immature person, like an amateur who did it. So it kind of fascinated me that how can someone do
How
that?
can someone so young
Yeah.
crack a story like this? That's good. Any other book that you have in the pipeline that yes, this is something that I want to read now?
So Karen M. McManus is also an author who writes murder mysteries. So all her books I want to complete, as well as there's this Housemaid series.
Okay.
So that is also I'm reading right now.
Okay.
Sure.
Can you give me names of 2 books that you have read and you have found them very interesting, apart from this one, of course?
Yeah. So there's the Harry Potter series, of course, and there's this book, You Are Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kellen Barron. So it is also a murder mystery, sort of a murder mystery.
So, Avni, considering that you have read so many books and you intend reading so many books, my single small question is, how is this reading habit of yours helping you in your CLAT preparations?
Reading habit is very important in CLAT preparations because 2 of the most important sections are RC and CR, reading comprehension and critical reasoning, and for that you need to have a very good vocab. You need to understand what the author is saying, and you need to infer a lot of things from it, and books are one of the best ways to do it because books give you a background of the story as well as you can imagine what can happen further.
That's good, Avni. So, that means reading books is helping you in your preparation for CLAT, helping you understand the subjects,
Yes.
say about logical, as you said, about the English language. One more thing that I would like to point out, because we've just taken up this question, is that reading different genres is also important for us because CLAT gives us various topics, right? So, are you into reading only murder mysteries or do you read different things?
So it's not only the murder mysteries that I read, but a lot of genres that I read are somehow related to mystery. But I read thriller books. I read books which are normal fairy tales sort of, or other fiction books.
Also you
Like
read.
for example, I gave the example of Harry Potter. So it's not exactly a murder mystery, but yes, it's still fiction book.
Would you like reading some Dan Brown or Ayn Rand? Or you can read what do you say, this John Grisham books or Daniel Steele books. Have you read these or do you intend reading these books?
I intend reading these books because the language used is a bit tough, I would say. But I definitely intend reading those because it will definitely help me in my
That's good.
preps.
And this is what we want to say, that when you are into reading and you have read something that is of your interest, but then you can now pick up a book that is a little tougher than from what you're reading. So try coming out of that comfort zone and read a different book always.
Yeah.
Okay, Avni. One more thing that I would like to ask you is, how is this initiative of Vidig, the book review session that we take in the class, how is this helping you?
So the book review session is like one of the favorite things of mine in coaching. So it helps me to know what other people are reading, gives me a platform to speak about books I read because there are not a lot of readers out there. So it helps me a lot. Also, it gives us a deadline that we have to present our review on this particular day. So it also helps that we have to complete that book as soon as possible. So also sort of an excuse to read.
So, see, here Avni is finding an excuse to read, right? And this is something that we need to say, that yes, we have more than 12, 13 hours there at a stretch. At least half an hour you can spend reading books. I hope you take this lesson today, that whatever book you can lay your hands on, whatever book interests you, you have to pick that book and start reading. Like I said in the first episode, that you have to begin reading with the simplest one. So now, if you have started reading, kindly continue and end that book. Secondly, if you have not yet picked up a book, kindly do so. Take something that is of your interest. On this note, we'll end the session here. Avni, thank you a lot for being here with us. That's all for today. Thank you.